When you're craving real Jewish deli food, there's nothing like Nana's Deli, a New Jersey legend since 1981. For over 40 years, Nana's has been serving up the classics, their famous tuna, sloppy joes, piled high pastrami, homemade soups, and fresh salads. You can grab your favorites to go from either Livingston or Jersey City, but here's something special. The Livingston location now features a full-weight service in the bistro where you can sit down, relax, and enjoy your meal hot and fresh. Every bistro order even comes with Food Czar flats. And here's the insider deal. If you dine in and mention Food Czar, you'll get 20% off your entire check. So whether you're in Livingston or Jersey City, stop by Nana's Deli and taste why they've been a Garden State favorite for more than 4 decades. Visit nanasdeli.com for menus, hours, and locations. This episode is brought to you by Livingston Car Wash. Since 1966, Livingston Car Wash has been a trusted name for quality car care in our community. Family owned and operated, it's now led by Paul Ritter, a proud Livingston resident dedicated to delivering exceptional service. From exterior washes and full service detailing to windshield chip repair and paintless dent removal, their team handles it all with precision and care. Conveniently located at the Route 10 Circle in Livingston and open 7 days a week, Livingston Car Wash combines decades of expertise with a genuine commitment to the community. Drive clean, drive local, drive with confidence. Livingston Car Wash.
This is Behind the Counter. With the Food Zone. Here's Heidi.
Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Counter with the Food Czar, which is me, Heidi Blum. And today I'm so excited for my guest because we've been talking about doing this podcast for a while. And I will say, when I did my video of this location, this was one of the first videos that took off for me, which means you have a big following.
Wow.
So I'm going to introduce you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I am sitting with Chef Matt Ruzga of Porta Rossa Pasta and Provisions in Maplewood. And this is one of the 4 amazing restaurants in the Boynton, what's the other street?
Jacoby.
Oh, Jacoby.
Yeah. Jacoby Boynton.
What I like to say, the culinary corner here in Maplewood, New Jersey. So Matt, Chef Matt, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Matt's a little bit nervous, so we're going to hear him as he warms up, and I have a feeling once he gets started, he's not going to stop talking. Am I right?
It's possible.
Yeah, I feel that way. Okay, so what I told Chef Matt is when I was doing my little bit of research on Chef Matt, I could not find his last name anywhere. He seemed to like that nobody knows it, but now we know it. And everyone's going to learn a lot about you.
Truth is out there.
Yeah.
They're coming for me.
They're coming for you. The people. The people.
People are coming.
So before we get into the whole Porta Rossa, which, by the way, for anyone that's listening and hasn't been here, it is a vibe. It is amazing. Your staff is amazing. The food is amazing. And it really feels like if you want to escape from the suburbs and get yourself into a little Italy or even a little place in Manhattan, this is the vibe you have going on.
Thank you.
That's the way I feel. So, all right, Matt, let's learn a little bit about you.
I'm ready.
Okay. So how did you get to this point? Was cooking always in your background? Was this
Yeah, I think so.
Where'd you grow up? Let's start
I grew
there.
up in Freehold, New Jersey.
Oh, so you're a Jersey boy. And through.
Born and raised.
Yeah, like Bruce.
Right, Freehold.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Freehold.
That's it.
That's
walk through the high school sometimes, through the hallways.
Oh, really?
Just wander on through.
That's so
Sitting
cool.
in Spanish class, he would just walk by. I'm like,
was that Bruce Springsteen?
boss just walked by. It's so bizarre.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So, so you grew up in Freehold, went to Freehold High.
Went to Freehold Borough High School.
Yeah.
And in there, I think is where it started. There was a
home ec.
It was a home ec, and then the next year they built out a space which turned into a double elective period. You could take Spanish or whatever and all those things. And it was a double period class, and teachers and people from the courthouse was kind of close by. They would come in for lunch cooked by the students.
No way.
Or breakfast.
It was like a full kitchen?
Full operating kitchen. There was a 40-seat dining room, chef Chef Z would divide us up and be like, "You're going to be in the dining room this
and
week."
he'd
You're
come
gonna
up with a
be
menu, like he was the teacher. He was the teacher.
She was awesome.
Oh, really?
She had. I always joke around about people with the chef coats that look like NASCAR drivers because they have so many accolades on there. She had like 9 or 10 different titles that she held, and she was incredible.
That's insane.
She's definitely the one that pushed me to keep going.
Wow.
And I just kept taking the class over and over again.
Oh, really?
Every year I just kept taking it.
So she would come up with a menu and sort of teach you how to.
Her and the other chef, Miss Chef Z and Chef K, they would make the menu for the week, and she would teach you how to do it. And
so were you like, when you were graduating, you were like, this is something I want to do?
Yeah.
So did you go to culinary school right after?
I went to Johnson Wales.
Oh my God.
Providence.
Yeah, of course.
2 years of culinary arts, 2 years of nutrition and bioscience.
Wow.
With a concentration in leadership. The idea was to become a registered dietitian.
Huh.
But I don't like hospitals.
Not many people do. Yeah.
So instead of doing my externship for my senior year, I somehow finagled my way into a program that was going to Germany to study wine instead.
Oh.
So I went to wine school in Germany for 2.5 months.
Wow.
Instead of going to a hospital.
Did you become like well, I mean,
I have
wine over everything, by the way. Did you become did you want to become like a sommelier type of?
No, I just thought it was interesting and more exciting than doing a bunch of math for someone who's not going to listen to you anyway to change their diet or in the hospital.
Very
hey,
true.
If you don't do this is going to happen. They're like, whatever.
So when you learn in Germany, I know there's German wines, but were you learning about Italian wines?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it was kind of intense.
Yeah.
Every student had their own room in this hotel area, and we had breakfast every day, and then you'd go upstairs to the top floor where you had your wine class, and you would have a tea time at 10:30 in the morning, and then you go back upstairs, then you go have lunch at noon, then you go back upstairs, then you have another tea time at 2 in the afternoon, then you go back upstairs, and then you're over at 4:30. And we're in this town, Koblenz, and you would just walk across the street to the little town, and we would just drink beer and wine.
Oh my! And you're how old? 22?
21, 22. Yeah.
Oh my! I mean, you did it right. By the way, I mean, if any 20-year-old is listening, I'd take this path. Yeah. So your course is over in 2.5 months in Germany, right? And then you're like, I gotta do what happens?
Yeah, I came home to Freehold for I think 3 days.
Yeah.
And I packed up and moved to Las Vegas.
Hold on. Were your parents very supportive of the whole path?
They were totally,
go and it's your life.
You're doing it. That's what you want. Go ahead.
And did you go to Las Vegas with a job or without a job?
I went there without one, but I found one quickly, which was good.
And you moved there by yourself? Did you know anyone?
My girlfriend at the time was moving out there to start a job.
That's what it's always.
That's always.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I ended up working at Fix in the Bellagio. I don't think it exists anymore. It's probably gone.
Well, the Bellagio was probably not new then.
This was 2000.
No, it's been there for a while.
Okay. 2005.
So what'd you do? Were you on the line?
I worked Garmager. It's unionized workers, and as I got paid at that time, I was getting paid a lot to work Garmager, and there were 4 people working.
So Garmager is
it's like salads and desserts and little, all the appetizer things, and on the cold side, and it was awesome. I loved it.
Did you love Vegas?
I did.
Or you loved the restaurant and the people you're working with and all that?
Yeah, I think that's what all the people there were awesome because they're all the people that live there. So, it's not, you go out at night, you're not going out and I'm going to go gamble my life away or let's go to this club, let's do this, let's do that. It's just, you go to the local spots.
When you're local, I know.
I go to the local spots in Las Vegas, but
I have a friend who grew up in Atlantic City, and she said they never went to the casinos. Her friends' parents worked at the casinos, but that's not I can understand that when you're a local, when you're a tourist, that's what you're doing. Yeah.
Who was out, someone was visiting us in town. We're at this bar or club in this hotel. We'd walk by and you just throw $20 down on roulette and all right, just double my money. So you just walk by and then
you're out.
Your beers are paid for. It's fine.
So I know because you get free drinks. Exactly. Yeah, your beer is paid for. So So are you starting at this point? You're like, I definitely love the restaurant business. This is. I feel like this is my path.
Yes.
And then what happens?
And
Do you leave the restaurant? Do you grow? Do you grow in the restaurant?
I was moved to the hotline like halfway through, like
the hotline.
The hotline, yes.
Yeah.
It was crazy. They had like a big wood fire grill and all this stuff over there. It was super cool. You opened up at 5
in the morning or in the
5
afternoon?
p.m. 5 p.m. to I think 10:30, and we would do like 900 covers.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. It's just nonstop madness for.
So the hotline is like all the hot entrees?
Yes, yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah, it was wild.
And it was like, was it like a meat, seafood type of restaurant?
Yeah, they had everything.
Really?
Very like American cuisine.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And who was the chef there? Was it anyone? We're drawing a blank.
Brian Massey, I'm pretty sure was his name.
Massey.
Massie?
Yeah.
Maybe? And there were 2 sous chefs there also. I remember CJ and... No, CJ and Renee. That's who it was. Yeah.
Okay.
They were awesome.
And so how long did you stay there about?
A year.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. And then where do you go from there?
And I came back to Jersey. I worked in 2 random places in like Belmar. Just my friend was a bartender there. And I was like, I got to do something. So I worked there. And then they opened up another place in Point Pleasant. So I went there.
Right.
And my friend was dating a server there, and her brother owned a catering company.
Okay.
Who did TV and movie sets.
Oh,
and
that's
fun.
fun.
Let me go check that out. So I messaged Anthony, who owned it, and he said, yeah, be in my house at 2 a.m. Like,
oh, shit.
What?
And you're like, what, 25 at this point? I mean, like so young. Like the last thing.
Okay. And then I went with him. I went to set for the first day, and it was like a 12-hour day on set, and you're there, and there's like Jodie Foster's there.
No way.
You're catering to like anywhere from 40 to like 300 people a day, and you're doing 2 meals.
Wow.
Which was wild. And I was like, wow, this is super cool.
I mean, that's a cool part of it.
Yeah. And then I ended up joining him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like becoming partners in the catering company?
I was like one of his staff members. I just worked on the truck.
Wow.
He had 3 trucks, so he had always 3 jobs. And the trucks were in Bayonne, so we'd have to go to his house in Howell at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Stock
get
the
in
trucks.
His car. We would drive to Bayonne, make sure we have all the stuff for where we're going.
Yeah.
And then, we go to like, we're working Gossip Girl today, or
oh my God.
We're working
That's
30
so
Rock,
fun.
or, we're doing Be Kind Rewind with Jack Black and Passaic or something.
Yeah.
You're all over the place,
How did they stock it with inventory? So
we
what would you do?
We had to go shopping.
Before you got to the set?
Yeah, we would go, like Sunday was usually an off day.
Yeah.
They usually didn't film Saturday and Sunday. So Sunday was the day we'd all meet there and go to whatever stores we had to fulfill the items.
Like you'd come up with the menu. Yeah. Were you coming up with the menu?
Anthony was doing most of it.
Okay, yeah.
You'd buy enough stuff to get through like the 3 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Wednesday, someone would peel off and go to the store and buy more things so you can finish the week. But as the week progresses, the call times get later.
Yeah.
So like Monday, 30 Rock call times like 5:30 a.m. So I'd get to Anthony's house at 1 in the morning, and we'd have to get there and set up, make sure we have everything ready for breakfast. And then breakfast was like 2 hours, I think, 5:30 to 7:30 or something.
Yeah.
And then 6 hours later, you do lunch, so 11:30. But then they would take penalties sometimes, which is a half hour.
Okay. And did you have to provide all like the snacks as they're like
that was
on break?
Craft service.
Was that's craft service.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, different person.
And were you doing dinner too?
Sometimes they would add another meal.
Oh my God.
So if they added that, it was another 6 hours. Then you'd be like, oh God, we have to scramble and figure out what we're going to serve.
Is it a lucrative, for a food truck? Like,
yeah, I think it's, I got paid a daily rate, and it was way more than anything I expected.
That's crazy. Wow.
And then if they added another meal, you got paid double for the day.
Is Anthony still doing that?
I think so. I'm pretty sure his truck's still around.
I was going to say, with Netflix coming down the shore, that's like, it's huge. It's going to be crazy. So
it was cool. You met a lot of
wild,
awesome people. Like Ethan Hawke was my best friend for like 3 months.
No.
Walk by the truck and be like, Maddie, what's up?
What's for lunch today? First of all, as a kid, as like a young kid, you can visit me. I know. How did I get here? That's amazing. So then, how long did you stay there?
Probably about a year and a half, I think.
And then where'd you go then? were you like, did you like burn out from that?
I think I wanted to get into the restaurant world and get into Manhattan. And my friend was a pastry cook at Del Posto.
Okay.
And the chef de cuisine was moving to Lupa to take over.
Okay.
And so one of the pasta
who
cooks
owns
was leaving.
Lupa?
It was Natali Bastianich. I don't know if they what the deal is there now. But,
yeah. And was Del Posto the same? Was it the same?
group,
Yeah, same group. Yeah. Is Del Posto still there?
No, it's changed twice already.
Yeah.
So Cruz was moving from Del Posto to Lupa to take over, and I had gotten in through my friend Anne Marie, who connected me to the current chef that was there, Steve. And I got into Trail at the perfect time because one of the guys was leaving, and it's like impossible to get a spot in that kitchen.
Sure.
And so I was like, all right.
So
like,
what'd you do in the kitchen there?
Train on pasta. You have a little cheat sheet on the wall, and then after that, you figure it out or get out. And I'm like, okay.
Oh my! So did you ever make pasta before?
Not really. No.
So this is now
this is real. Like, oh, I'm standing over 2 pasta tanks, and we're cooking like.
Were you making the pasta?
No, there were 2.
There were pasta makers. Okay, so 2 pasta makers downstairs, but you're cooking the pasta.
Right.
So you're getting into your pasta world.
Yes.
So, and you loved it.
I loved it.
And were those kitchens crazy? Because I feel like they were hot restaurants at the time.
That kitchen was probably maybe the size of this space.
No way.
Maybe a little bit longer.
And how many people in it?
There were 4 cooks and a dishwasher on that end, a dishwasher on that end, and only 1 door in and out.
That's insane.
2 food runners serving 70 seats.
Wow.
I've never seen people be able to carry 10 bowls at one time in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And they're like, you have such confidence in their carrying skills. Like that's crazy.
Awesome. I loved it.
How long were you there for?
Over 3 years.
Wow. I feel like that's a long time at a restaurant that is probably so fast paced and demanding.
I wanted to stay forever, but Cruz told me I couldn't.
Why?
I had to go experience more stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, don't get stuck here.
Yeah. Like, go
learn
see
more
other
things. Yeah.
From somebody else.
First of all, I think that's great advice.
Yeah.
Because I think for everybody, you get very comfortable. You're like, I like this. So did you stay in the pasta making, or did you move around the kitchen
I worked
to
all
other things?
the stations, then moved up to sous chef at some point, and then I had time to go downstairs with Rosie and Calabro and learn how to actually make pasta downstairs.
And were you like, I like making pasta?
Yes, it was awesome.
I could see it in your face. You're like, yes. So Steve says to you, go experience the restaurant world. Where do you go?
That was Cruz. Steve left and Cruz took over.
Okay.
I was at Cruz for 3 years. I ended up going to Del Posto for like 3 months.
Lupa's the one that's off of
Lupa's
Houston
on
Street.
Thompson. Yeah.
Okay. So you go to Del Posto for 3 years?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's it's a very demanding place.
Well,
probably.
While working at Lupa, Mark Lander would come in from time to time and teach me things in a weird way. He would come and eat at the bar by himself.
Who's Mark Lander?
Mark Lander was the chef of Lupa, Del Posto, Babo. He was like Mario's right hand. The guy.
Yeah, the guy. So he took a liking to you and would teach you things?
He like kind of took me under his wing.
Yeah.
He would come in and eat, and I would make something. And he'd then pull me back in the dining room and be like, this sucks, and this is why. Go make it again. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I would go make it again. He's like, that's better.
Oh, first of all, that's nice to have somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? You need that honest feedback, because otherwise you're never going to be. And also probably because you're young and, we all have egos. It's also
extremely intimidating when the guy that's, a half foot taller than me.
And you're
deep voice.
You're very tall too, by the way. Yeah.
What the fuck is this? And you're like,
oh my God. Try again. Yeah. So did you feel like he sort of pushed you to be better and better and better?
I think so.
And then did you become more confident in your cooking skills?
Did. Yeah.
So after the 3 months,
we had an interesting relationship where he would call or text me randomly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm walking down in Brooklyn with my now wife. Like, we were dating, and we just had dinner somewhere. It's like 9:30 at night. And he would call, and like, why is Mark calling me? I'm like, what's up, chef? He's like, I need you to come to Takashi right now. I was like, I don't know what that is or where that is. He's like, look it up and get here. I'm like, okay. And then I would show up and it's just like,
would you bring your wife?
no, I just went by. I was like, I have to go to Manhattan because Mark told me to.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
Where is that place? I feel like I know where that is.
It's on like Hudson, 9th and Hudson.
Yeah,
or
I feel like I
something
know
that,
it. Yeah.
there. And I would show up and I would see them through the window and he's like, come in. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And it's him, Kevin Garcia, and Cesare Casella just like sitting at a table with one chair. It's like, come on, then have dinner. I was like, I just ate dinner.
Oh my
Like, we're
God.
going to have dinner again. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then he just kept inviting me out.
He just it's like
places.
he was really just sort of felt like he was like mentoring you. You
Yeah,
think that's what
I
it
think
was?
so. And then after so long, I think I was just telling Sam this story the other day. I was like, there was one night of sitting on a park bench in Manhattan with like brown bag and a Budweiser with Mark Ladner, and I just look over him like, "What the fuck do you keep calling me? Like what? Like what's the deal?"
You like
with it?"
finally confronted him. Yeah. And what'd he say?
And he was like, "You remind me of me when I was your age.
I mean, that's so nice.
Like you're a little pompous fuck, but you don't say it. You just show everybody that you can do it." And I was like, "All right."
That's amazing.
Is that a compliment now? Can I go to bed? Is that
I feel like, I know, it's like, you're like, he just called me pompous. He called me this, but it probably is a compliment in the fact that he felt that, connected to you and wanted to teach you.
Yeah.
So do you feel like if you had to say who your role models were in this industry for you, it sounds like it's
definitely
Chef Z.
Chef Z, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was awesome. And then Cruz, and then Mark.
Yeah. So you stay at, so what happens? You stay at Del Posto for 3.5 months. Was he upset when you left?
It was a weird time.
Okay.
Everybody there was kind of like out for themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Everyone I was like, this isn't
yeah.
my vibe. Like, this is not my kind of place. I was like, it's time. I got to go. And then I ended up moving to Provincetown and open up a restaurant.
Hold on.
Open up a restaurant in Cape Cod.
Hold on a second. Where? I live for what year? My family and I'm not kidding.
2011.
Yeah, so we went every year with my family to Provincetown. We rented a house for a week every year.
This is amazing.
Where? On Commercial Street?
I can't remember.
Oh my God.
Ago.
If you blank on the name and I'm going to be...
It was called 10 Tables. Krista
Yes,
Kaniak opened
I
up
know
something
exactly.
in Boston.
It was not. It was on Bradford.
Yes, that's the name.
I know
That's
exactly
right.
where
Yes.
it was.
I was there for 2 years.
It was by the Crown and Anchor. Yes, I know exactly where you were.
And you walked down a
It
little
was
alleyway.
a cute little garden.
Yeah.
Yes.
We would race down the alleyway after service because
That's insanity.
we want to go see Red at the Squealing Pig. And I'm like, do we need beers? We have to go
Hold on
before
a
they kick
second.
us out. We have to go.
Matt, we're like meant to be friends because literally the Squealing Pig is, I'm not even kidding you, my favorite bar. I have a picture of the Squealing Pig in my bar room at home. We would go every day. We'd say to our kids, we'll be right back. We have to get something from town. And we'd go for an hour and sit at the bar.
Nice.
Because their chicken wings were amazing.
Yes.
I don't eat oysters, but it was amazing. Sorry to Chef Matt at Perla. But to watch them shuck was incredible. And you got the ocean or the bay breeze
Yeah,
off
right
it.
there. Yeah.
And they had the best beer.
Yes. Great selection.
Oh, great selection.
It was awesome.
It was my first time having a West Coast IPA. They had I mean, I'm reminiscing, but I love it. But anyway, so first of all, how long did you live in P-Town?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I lived
insane.
I think 10 months I was there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. What a gift to live there, right?
The funniest part was I applied to the job.
Yeah.
And then my friend Matt Lashansky called me and he was like, "What's up, dude?" What do you mean, what's up?
Who's Matt Lashansky?
He's like, "I got your resume." I was like, "Your resume from what?" He was a captain at Del Posto when I was there, and he was leaving to go open up this place. He's like, "Well, you're hired, bro." And I was like, "Oh my God, are you serious?"
So it was his place in Provincetown?
No, he was just going to be the manager.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. I was like, "Why are you calling me?" He's like, "I'm also going to help open this restaurant."
Wow. I mean, Provincetown, for those who don't know Provincetown, it is an amazing, I think it's such an amazing food scene.
Yeah.
People don't realize, especially in the peak season. I mean, so many chefs come from Miami, New York, whatever, to come for the summer. It's like...
My friend just moved his spot from Wellfleet to Provincetown this year.
Really?
Zeraldi.
I don't... Oh. I feel like that's on the main road when you're coming in.
It's on like by the docks.
So you only worked there for 1 year?
About 10 months. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. That's a fun
That was super
gig.
fun. It was so cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And that restaurant lasted a few seasons, I think.
Like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. And then so you just didn't feel like staying up there. I mean, it is isolating in the winter. I feel like.
And then the season was over, and you went from doing like 300 covers to doing like 12.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like,
I mean, it's nice to go there, but it's a little isolating. Yeah. So you go from Provincetown.
I ended up coming back to Manhattan. Brooklyn. I helped my friend open up another place in Williamsburg.
Okay.
It was Maston Lake. It lasted, I think, a year and a half or so.
So at this point, you're like late 20s. Are you like liking this bouncing around, or are you like not really?
No, I was kind of annoyed by it, but things were happening in each place, and I was like, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
I was
like, you wanted to, did you want to find your home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then.
And it sounds like you were getting ready to settle down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the plan, I guess.
Yeah. That's what they tell me. Yeah.
So then after helping my friend Angelo with Maston Lake, I ended up hanging out with my friend Tomer, who now owns 2 places in Brooklyn. But back then he was a cook at Maialino.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, well, I left Angelo's spot, and my birthday's next week. Like, can you get us a reservation? He's like, sure, man, no problem. And then we went there and ate, and I was like, holy shit, this place is incredible. And Tomer came out that he was like, you should work here with me. I'm like,
what
okay,
a great birthday present.
I don't know. He's like, I'm a line cook. I can't help you. He's like, you have to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I ended up applying, and I went in for a trail and talked to Chef Nick.
What's a trail? You said that twice. I just don't know what it is.
When you basically go in on your own time just to like see the kitchen, see how everything's made, like if you fit the vibe,
yeah,
and, what your
so it's like a trial, but they call it a trail.
Sometimes you would do they give you like certain tasks to make sure like you can do stuff
like cutting skill, knife skills, whatever it is. Yeah, that's awesome. So okay, so now you're at Maialino.
I was cooking Maialino for a while until somebody left.
Were you doing pasta?
I was working dry pasta, so I was dropping dry pasta in the tank all night long, saucing, plating. It was so much fun.
I was going to say, you can see it in your face. Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't it funny how like pasta, like it really makes you happy?
Yeah.
So, okay. So now where are we? What year about?
2012.
Okay.
2013, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think I was there for a year and a half. And then Nick was going to open up Marta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I have to go back. We're still at Maialino.
Yeah.
I have to tell you a story about Maialino.
I like it. I told you Matt wasn't going to stop talking. Go ahead.
There was a weekend where Chef Nick and Chef Joe went to California for some event.
Okay. Those are the 2 head chefs?
So head chef Nick, chef de cuisine Joey.
Okay.
Went somewhere. The other chef de cuisine, Jason, took his Harley to Sturgis.
Okay.
So he left me and Mike as
Tomer.
the sous chefs. And Tomer already left. He went to a different place. And our friend John, who became the executive sous chef.
Okay.
There for the weekend. But he was like, you guys are totally cool. We got it. You good? I'm like, all right. The kitchen phone rings.
Uh-huh.
Which one of us just answers randomly. And John answered it and then pulled me into the hallway. And he's like, you saw the reservation book? I was like, yeah, Sam Cass is coming. Or Sam Cass, the White House chef. Like, he was going to come in. He usually comes in all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's not his reservation.
Uh-oh.
I was like, oh.
Obama?
Okay. He's like, yeah, so Secret Service is going to be here in like 20 minutes.
Oh,
I was like, okay.
my God.
So now what?
And they're not there.
And they're not there. And then the GM partner and the AGM were there. So we met with them. They already knew about it. So, like, guys, this is happening. Don't spread it. Don't do whatever. Just let it be.
Oh, my God.
All right, cool. Awesome.
Just another day at work.
Yeah. It's like, whatever. And then Mike was the AM sous chef. So the phone rang again, and I answered it, and it was Danny. Danny Meyer called, and he was like, hey, Matt, what's up? I said, hey. He's like, you know what's happening? I'm like, yep. He goes, all right. Well, he likes to eat steak on Friday, and you guys don't have any.
Oh my
Because
God.
we didn't have steak on the menu. He's like, so I'm sending a couple.
What was it? Mylena was like more seafood.
He is very like, I think we had like a hanger steak and lamb chops and things like that. But he wants like a ribeye.
Steak. You know?
Yeah. So he's like, I'm sending a couple over from Union Square. Good luck. And he hung up the phone. All right, sweet. See ya.
Was Danny Meyer, was he involved in that restaurant?
Yeah, it was his, yeah.
Okay.
He lived across the street.
Oh my God.
It was kind of crazy. And then all these suits start walking in the door, and I had to show two of them. All right, well, it's a hotel, so I'm like, here's this elevator, here's the head of security for the hotel. He'll show you all the other spaces and this and that. And I show the guy the locker room, and you know, they have the dogs and all this stuff. And one of our cooks is like, I got weed in my locker.
Oh my
That's
God.
not what they're here for, bro. It's fine.
That's
Also,
so
why are we
funny.
bringing weed to work?
Exactly. That's so funny.
So, and I eventually saw Mike, because the head of the Secret Service is like, you have 30 minutes to get whoever needs to get out of here, because we're shutting down the 5 blocks around the perimeter.
Oh my God.
And I went to Mike and I was like, I don't give a shit what needs to be done. Get everybody the fuck out of here now.
What do they do with the other reservations of people?
They're still there.
They're still there. They're allowed to, but does the Secret Service have to?
They're detailed. They know they're very good.
I mean, I would hope so, right?
Like, you have no idea that they're standing. The guy could be just standing in the corner right now. You have no idea he's there.
Oh my
They're
God.
so good at just
Blending
being
in.
there.
Yeah. So did you,
And then only the 4 of us were allowed to go to the table. So we had to, me, John, Terry, and Andrea had to like run the food. And
oh, so they didn't allow the other servers
right.
because you guys like sort of cleared their
Yeah.
security. So you got to serve what you cooked.
Yeah.
To who was he
Even
with?
like the guy who was like, I got weed in my locker, Griffin. He's like,
Griffin, I got weed in my locker, whatever his last
Wherever
name
you
is.
are,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Congratulations.
So
he made Mr. President wanted pasta, his own pasta course. No one else wanted the 3rd course.
Yeah.
He wanted one for himself. So it was like, I think it was spaghetti with lobster.
Oh my
and
God.
Griffin's like freaking out. I'm like, dude, you made 4,000 of these goddamn things.
I know, but
He's not the New York
the
Times
most
critic.
important one.
It's just make it the way you've
Yeah.
made them all for the last 2 months.
It's true. It's not.
You know?
It's not a food critic that's going to
Like,
rectify.
I know it's kind of crazy that you're doing this for him, but like, just make it how you do.
Who was he with? Do you remember?
Michelle. There were 8 of them. I can't remember everybody else that was at that table. It was such a blur.
But I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
by the end of the night, you needed a good drink. So it was him and Michelle, and then like
and
other
then
diners.
3 other couples.
Oh my God.
And they walked through the side door that it never opens. Just this big sliding glass door. I've never seen it open before. They walked in the room, walked down the stairs, sat in the middle of the dining room, dead center, and everyone just stood up and started clapping.
Oh my
They
God.
were like so amped that he was there.
What a wild night.
Yeah. And then
I'm sure they were very nice.
I was cooking his ribeye, and
How'd you do?
I'm like basting it, butter basting it in the pan, and I'm like, all right, we're good. And Secret Service leans over, he's like, Chef, he likes it medium well. I was like,
Oh my God.
damn. 20 more minutes of just basting with butter.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
It
was super cool.
That's
And then
really cool.
you get to serve it. And
I mean, how do
was
you
so rad.
how do you even I was gonna say, how do you top that? You know what I mean?
no evidence of him being there with us, but
I know, no evidence. You didn't get a picture. It's
No.
like the back of his head. No one believes it. Yeah.
it was cool.
That's
It's
super
crazy
cool.
experience. Yeah.
I mean, that's a fun like day in the life of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's wild.
Yeah. So then
There
how
were
do
a
you
lot of- there were a lot of
top
people that
it?
came in there. Like Taylor Swift would come in all the time late night and sit
Well,
in
because
the private
where
room.
so where
It's in
was it? Was it?
Gramercy.
Yeah, I mean
right
that's
there.
yeah.
That's
the
one time I
spot.
went in the dining room and like Rufus Wainwright just sitting in the
Oh
corner.
my
I was
God,
like,
so
holy
cool.
shit, Rufus Wainwright's at table 12. And someone's like, who's that? I was like, I should slap you.
Oh my God. I mean, I love him. That's amazing. So how do you top that?
I don't know.
But I guess in the life of like a chef, this is like what happens. You then go and you keep moving and learning more, right? So I'm assuming you go to a couple more places, right?
After that, Nick was opening up Marta,
Okay.
the pizzeria on 29th. So he took most of us there to go do that.
Okay.
And after a few months, I was like, yeah, this is cool. Like a giant 9-foot wood fire grill. It's rad, but there's no pasta here. Like that's
You're
what
missing
I
your
want.
pasta.
You know, like,
Yeah.
pizza's fun, but it's not. That's not for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad I'm here to help and like learn this whole thing. But,
Yeah.
And then he was talking with John, who became the chef de cuisine at Maialino, who moved up, and he was like, John's like, I need Matt back here. I need this. And Nick was like, yeah. And just kind of waited too long. And then Mark randomly messaged me and was like, what are you up to? Nothing. It's like, come on by. Okay. And I went to Del Posto and I sat with him in one of the dining rooms that was empty downstairs, private dining rooms, and he was just asking me about life. He's like, what's up? What are you doing? What's going on? You want to go? You like trying to go somewhere? You want me to call somebody? You want to move to a different part of the state? Different country? Like, I'll call anybody if you want to go trail somewhere or get a job or whatever. I was like, what? I don't know. As I was telling him that I wasn't happy with making pizza. And then another month went by and he called me again and he's like, come on by. All right. And then I sat with him and Matt Abdu, who was then the chef de cuisine of Del Posto, who was leaving to go do his barbecue stuff.
Okay.
And Matt did most of the talking. Mark just kind of sat there. And he was like, Mark doesn't trust anybody else to take over when I leave, so you need to come here.
Oh my God.
Okay. When? It's like, I think it was Memorial Day weekend. I was talking about this. He's like, August. We got plenty of time. Okay. Cool. And then they hashed out some stuff, and I was like, okay, I can do that. That sounds great. Let's do that. He's like, yeah, you'll come here, run the pasta program with Jeffrey, who was an intern for me at Lupa.
Oh, no way.
And then worked as a cook at Del Posto, and then came back as a cook at Lupa, and then went back to Del Posto as a sous chef.
Wow.
So Jeffrey has been there for like 7 years. So then it was me and Jeffrey back together working with our, pasta king.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That was like sort of like a full circle situation. Yeah.
It was super cool.
So then.
And then I was there for 3 years.
Yeah.
Del Posto.
Wow. That sounds like your longest stint, by the way, as we're going through the timeline. Yes, that sounds like
Lupa
it.
And Del Posto, I think, were the longest ones.
Wow. So now you take all that experience.
Yes.
And now, does that lead us to here?
No. Not yet. And then Mark left to go do his like fast casual pasta flyer thing he was doing.
Yeah.
And then Melissa moved up and took over. I think it was a year in. And then one of my friends that I played soccer with in town met some guy who was opening up a place in South Orange. He's going to open up a restaurant.
Oh, so did you live out in Jersey then?
We lived in Maplewood, so I was commuting in and out. And I was like, oh, man, that's cool. It'd be like a 5-minute commute for me.
So what was
it was the Fox and Falcon in South Orange.
Oh, my God,
I was the opening chef there for the first year.
Wow.
And then my wife was pregnant with our second kid, and I was like, there's no way on earth I can do this. I can't be here every single night.
No, and it was busy when it first opened. Yeah.
I need to get out of here. And then my friend, who was also a sous chef at Del Posto, had done a trail at Google in Chelsea.
Oh, wow.
For one of the chef positions there.
Yeah.
And he walked out the door and he's like, dude, I got the fucking gig for you, buddy. And I was like, what? So I applied to be a corporate
chef at Google.
Google. And then I got in and I was there for 4 months. And then the pandemic hit.
Oh my God. So hold on. Does Google, was that like, did you have to do?
You're vendored out. So you don't really work for Google. You work for Restaurant Associates.
Right. Okay.
You operate.
But they have a kitchen there.
You operate the 11 cafes throughout the campus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you feed 10,000 Googlers a day.
Oh, Googlers.
For free. The Googlers eat for free.
Do they really?
Yes.
That's amazing. So, and what were you doing? Like lunch and dinner? I'm sure the hours were probably more corporate.
My cafe was just lunch. Yeah, I was there from 7. Oh, we did breakfast and lunch in mine. I get there like 6:30 or 7, and my last cook left at 2:30.
That's amazing, especially as you have a young family.
Jump on a train, and I could go pick kids up from daycare, and no problem.
That's amazing, and that's probably you wanted to be around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the pandemic hits.
And
shit hits the fan.
We're closing down cafes left and right.
Yeah, restaurants are closing.
Tons of food,
yeah.
all this stuff, and Google paid us to sit at home because they thought it was just going to be a quick thing. Like, we want to have everybody on staff still so we can just have a 24-hour notice so we can turn around and open back up.
Yeah.
Which a year and a half later, it finally opened up. But
so I'm assuming during that time you probably did a lot of reflection and
Yeah,
saying,
it was a bunch of like, open your computer at 10 a.m. and join the Northeast Corridor Region meeting. And you're like, there's 400 people in here. What the fuck am I getting? Why am I on this stupid thing? Like, and it's just the head of the region, blah, blah, blah.
And that's so not your vibe.
I'm like, this sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like, all right, here's a bunch of recipes. I want everyone to like redo them so they're in this format. I'm like, can't we just have a Googler make a fucking program to do that for us real fast? Like, why do I have to do it by hand? Like,
oh my God.
Type like grams, and it's so stupid.
No.
And then they made you join meetings and classes from the Bay Area of like leadership in this.
That's
this
so
and
not
like,
what a chef is.
We're literally sitting at a computer, and why one of my cooks, like his grandmother was dying, and he booked a trip to Florida, and then HR calls me like he can't go, and I was like, why? He's like, doesn't have any vacation time. I was like, Tony, cancel your flight. Send me the screenshot.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get you in trouble, Tony. Send me the screenshot.
If you're listening.
I'll send that to HR, and then you just rebook your flight and go, because that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you not go.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Wow. So
I was like, half of my staff is in the DR. It doesn't matter.
No.
We're not going back to work anytime
Yeah, exactly.
soon, you know?
Yeah, enjoy yourself. So is that when you sort of came up with the idea of Porta Rossa?
Yeah, I jumped on the sourdough train like everybody else.
Yep.
Was waking up at like 4 a.m. to make bread for
whoever would eat it.
no reason at all. They have like 4 loaves of bread that you have to eat.
Yeah.
And then I think one day I made some ragu, and then I just made garganelli, and I just like flung out some garganelli. I was like, oh man, I made too much garganelli. I'll just bring it to my friend around the block with sauce in a box. So I like gave him a little package pasta, and I was like, dude, cook this for 2.5 minutes, heat this up, put this in here, toss it
and there's
around,
your dinner. Yeah.
And then he messaged me and was like, that was fucking awesome. People would pay money for this. And I was like, I don't know, dude. You think so? And then from there, I was like, what if I did this thing? Let me try it. And then I just email blasted all the friends that I had their emails, and I was like, hey, I'm doing this thing. Let me see how it works. Like every week, I'm going to make a different pasta and a different sauce. You want it or not? I'm just going to send the email out. You let me know. Here's a Venmo. It costs X amount per portion. Based off of your Venmo, I'll know how many portions you want.
Yeah.
And then I'll drop it off at your house on Friday.
Wow.
With cooking instructions. And then I think I went to like 9 houses the first Friday.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
And then they told everybody else that I was getting emails from people like, can you put me on the email blast?
Did it go into like, I know there's a Facebook group like Soma.
I don't know if it went in there.
Yeah.
And I just kept getting emails, and I just kept adding people to it. And then eventually I'm going to like 90 houses on a Thursday or something, you know, it's crazy.
Oh my God.
But and then I was renting commissary space.
Yeah. Because it got so big.
Yeah. Like, mostly this is kind of illegal. I'm doing that in my house, but I need like a real space.
Yeah.
And I just
were you loving
going.
it?
That was awesome. And I divided it up. I was like, you can order for Thursday or Friday, so I didn't have to drive
so
like
much.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you start doing pickup?
A couple of people from Livingston would come out to pick up.
Oh,
really? I was like, that's just too far for me to drive.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing that it made it to Livingston. That's awesome. So then you were like, I need to find my own space.
And then I just kept doing that, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. I think I did it for like 2 years. Every week I would, I'm making this, and here's the history behind it, and why this is served like this.
Like you really got into it.
Yeah, totally. Like,
did you pair it with wines and stuff like that?
Books all over the dining room table, and I'm like, this is what's up, and check this out. And I'm gonna try this
so
thing.
fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did you? Would you say you can drink it with this wine, or you can do it with like?
I was kind of
Yeah.
I was my friend EJ. Well, he doesn't own. He sold his shares, but owned Neighbors Wine in South Orange, and he would randomly do pairings for me.
Oh, that's
and
so fun.
I would just send it in like the cooking instruction email and be like, if you want to, go to Neighbors and pick up this.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then, was this space what was this space?
This was an apartment, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. I actually looked at a few spaces around on Springfield Ave.
Were you ready to make that jump?
I think I was just looking. I wasn't like
it just sort of got the brain going. Yeah.
And then after looking at a few spaces and like, I don't know, it needs a lot of work, and I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. And then Fred
posted,
Artie's, when the bread stand was over here where Corner Slice is now.
Yeah.
Posted on the bread stand Instagram. The front of this building was like 600 square feet. Anybody interested? And I was like, maybe me.
Oh my God.
And then I met with him, I think 3 or 4 times to discuss
how it
everything.
Would go down.
And he was very much like, this 600 square feet. Can you operate in it? Are you sure you can do this? Are you sure he was very aware of like what the limitations could be.
Yeah.
And it was nice. He like guided me through the whole process.
That's amazing. So that was what year?
That was 20. I think I signed the lease.
It's been
2022.
Because when did you open?
2023 in June. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I had like 4 months to build it all out.
Wow.
Which was kind of crazy.
So, okay. So you opened in June of 2023. And does I'm assuming.
Yeah. We opened the same week that Fred had moved the bread stand and Arturo's to Artie's.
Oh my God.
We were literally the only business here aside from Chris's.
Did that make you nervous?
Kind of.
Yeah.
There were days where we didn't.
Because it really is in the middle. It's like in the middle of nowhere, yeah. But now it's somewhere. Now it's a destination.
We did like barely any sales. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sure you were like really nervous. So the people that were buying from you, when you were dropping off, were they coming here?
They were coming in, yeah. But we only did take-home stuff. We didn't serve lunch.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It took a few months. I'm like, why the hell are we not serving pasta? This is so stupid. We should be serving pasta. We have the ability to do so.
What's amazing to me, like I said in the very beginning, is the vibe that is here. Number one, let's talk about your staff.
Yes. Awesome staff.
You have an awesome staff.
Yes.
I mean, I think from the minute I came, Sam, who's sitting here and hasn't said a word, I mean, it really warm, welcoming, knowledgeable, excited, and loves to do, I think, what you're doing.
Yes.
Is that a good way of putting it? Yes. Sam saying yes with a cute smile. So we have Sam, who's an expert sandwich maker. Hold on, let me say that again. Expert Italian sandwich maker, because my son always says, "Can you get me the Italian sandwich?"
Make sure Sam makes
it. Yeah. Can you get that sandwich, please? Yeah. And then there's Mason.
Yes, Mason was actually a cook at the Fox and Falcon for me.
Oh, really?
And I told him I was going to open up a place, and he was like, "You tell me when, and I'm going to be there."
So he cooks the pastas.
Yeah, he works the pasta station.
Yeah.
And then
Fatima.
Sam's been here for almost Fatima came first. Fatima messaged me on Instagram and was like, "I've been following you. I just moved to Elizabeth. I want to come in."
She's from where is she from?
El Salvador.
Okay.
And I was like, "What? This is crazy." Okay. And then she showed up one day. I was like, "Come in and trail."
Yeah.
Great. And I was like, "We're going to make these 3 things." And she made them all perfectly. And I was like, "Holy fuck, you're hired."
Wow.
How'd you do? She's like, "Oh, I had my own pasta company in El Salvador."
Oh my God. So it's just the 4 of you.
And then Sam came along almost a year ago, Sam worked with a lot of people that I worked next to in Brooklyn and Manhattan.
Wow.
Which is awesome and has skills that I don't have.
Which is what every person needs. Yes, of course. Exactly. Yeah.
This place has never been so organized.
It's amazing. So for people who don't know Porta Rossa, let's explain it to them. Go ahead, Matt. You got it.
How do you explain this place?
You make fresh pasta.
Kind of like
it's Italy, but so much better.
Kind of like not really a restaurant, but you can eat here.
Okay, let me give it a try. That's so not the explanation whatsoever. Porta Rossa, you make fresh made pastas, and it's not just like
pasta and
it's
sauce.
all different noodles, by the way, that I've never seen or heard of.
Yes,
and all different fresh sauces every day. That's one part.
Our lunch menu changes. We serve usually 4 to 5 pastas. Changes maybe sometimes twice a week.
And the pasta dishes are incredible. They're not just like pasta with sauce. It is like elaborate. I think when I came, Mason, it was like a duck situation, if I'm not mistaken. I mean,
it's bigly with duck and the duck ragu and the crispy skin on top.
Yes, that's I think what it was. So, and the sandwiches are not just sandwiches; they're more elaborate than. Yeah, I think that's what I think. So you can come in and get fresh pasta to bring home, which my kids love. They love. I think it's the bolognese they love. Is that what I always get?
Just made some yesterday.
Really? My kids, they are like obsessed with your pasta. So you can get fresh pasta by the pound, and they tell you exactly how to make it and cook it, and amazing, beautiful sauces.
Yes.
And you can get sandwiches to eat here or to go. They have a beautiful courtyard. They have a couple tables inside and counter around the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can also get pasta here too.
Yeah. And
lunch.
you can get pasta dishes here too.
And we're sitting in our secret room.
And they have a private dining room, which this is really cool. Do you do private dinners for people?
We do private dinners. If it was possible, I feel like this thing would be booked every single day.
I mean...
But we are very old and tired. We can't operate every day like that.
But I feel like if it
every
was...
weekend, there's an event here.
Like I'm going to say, for example, my birthday's coming up. You can say happy birthday. Thank you so much.
When is it?
So September 23rd. I don't know when this is dropping, so I will have been older by the time people hear this. So, but you could rent this out. I could say to you, I'd love to do a dinner for my friends.
Yes.
And you come up with a menu.
Yeah, we do 8 to 12 guests. Menus are all custom.
Amazing.
So we take into consideration the allergies, aversions, 5-course meal.
That's so cool.
We do wine pairings with Jonathan at Lums if you want to.
Yeah, you guys love Lums. So, and this room,
sometimes
by the way,
really
is
nice.
very
you can
cool.
Sit outside. We'll move this whole thing outdoors, and you can sit.
They have a beautiful little courtyard. This room that we're sitting in, just to explain it so people understand, they'll see a little bit video clips. It's not going to do it justice. It feels like, this is how I'm going to explain it. Let's see if this is good. Ready? It feels like I am in Napa and I am on a vineyard tour and they're sitting me down for a wine tasting and this is the room I come in.
Okay.
How's that?
Sounds good. It's pretty good.
I mean, I feel like that's what I want. Yeah. So I feel like that's what happens here. Or I feel like I'm in Italy and I'm in a private room in a restaurant and this is where they take me. I definitely don't feel like I'm in Maplewood, and I definitely don't feel like I'm anywhere near Livingston, New Jersey.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
We transport you to somewhere else that's not the suburbs of New Jersey.
So going through your entire working history as we're sitting here, right? How do you feel today sitting here in your own space? And I feel but I feel like because next to Porta Rossa, for people who don't know, this little culinary corner is Perla Oyster Bar, the Wheelhouse Cheese Shop, and Corner Slice Pizza. Mm-hmm. So it's an amazing vibe, and it's around the corner from Palette Brewery.
Yes.
And Artie's.
Yep.
So for people who don't understand, it is an amazing situation going on here. But how do you feel now that all of that, everybody's in their places, each business is sort of feeding off each other, you all seem to know each other, get along. How do you, Chef Matt, feel in this moment?
I don't know.
You must feel happy.
I am very happy, yes.
You must feel
it's
like
really awesome
this was your calling.
Do something by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not by myself because I can't.
You have an amazing team.
Yes.
And family, I'm sure, who supports you. Your wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very supportive. It's kind of crazy because we always talk about it, we see it every day.
Yeah.
So you don't really see it.
You don't stop to say, yeah.
See it,
Yes.
Like I don't think I've ever sat here this long in this room.
No, well, thank you.
But it's kind of nice.
We're almost done, Matt. We're almost done. We're wrapping it up soon. I have a question for you because whenever I come in and you are behind the counter, you're wearing your cute little paper chef hat.
Yes.
What is that? What is that type of chef? It's an old school. How do you explain it? It's like the paper hats you used to see like in the diners.
Yeah, I love those hats.
It's adorable.
You don't really sweat.
No one can rock it the way Matt can rock it. I'm just telling you. And if you don't know Chef Matt, you got to come see it because he's very tall. He's tattoos all over. He's very good looking. I hope you don't mind me saying that. Oh my. And the cute little paper hat.
Yes. Paper hat.
Yeah.
I think that was a Del Posto thing. Everybody wore a
really?
paper hat.
So that's part of that's cool that you brought that along.
It was nice
because
if you would sweat through it, you just throw it out and put a new one on.
So because you don't sit and reflect on where you are, I'm telling you the reason I'm sitting here is because I love this place and I personally think it's a huge success. I love you, your staff. I think it's a great vibe and I think everyone should come and experience it. So now, since you haven't reflected on how you got here and sitting here today, what do you feel like is a nice goal or anything? Do you have anything that you're looking out into the future and saying, I want that,
We have some future plans for this space.
Okay. Do we
I'm not allowed to speak of.
So we're not having any breaking news right now? Is that what you're telling me?
Aside from Sam got a new gelato machine. So
that's a big deal. They'd sell gelato.
Now Sam can make a lot of gelato.
Handmade, homemade. Not handmade. It's not handmade, is it? No, it's a machine that's making it. But but that's adding to the Italian flair that's happening here.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't get any breaking news today, but when the news is going to break, do I get to know it?
Yes, we'll let you know.
Okay. Well, that's exciting.
You'll be the first to know.
Oh, you guys heard that here first.
Yes.
First. The Food Czars first. So, okay, I think it sounds exciting. I could see by the look in your face that it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to bring it to the people.
Good.
All right, good. So, Matt, I feel like, did this fly by for you? Because I feel like it's a very interesting, and I think you're a very nice person, and I only wish like the most success. And I feel like Porta Rossa is going in an amazing direction. I don't know. So. I mean, there's things I don't know, but I feel like good things are going to come.
Yes.
All right, well, good.
Always.
Because you know why? Good things happen for good people.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, was this painful?
No.
All right, good. Matt, thank you so much. I'm excited for people to hear this. He's the nicest guy. Come to Porta Rossa, get your pasta, get a nice Italian sandwich from Sam, and some gelato. You'll be very happy.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sitting with me today.
Thanks for coming.
Of course. Anytime. You got it. If you are hearing this message, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I'm truly grateful for you and this opportunity. The purpose of the Behind the Counter podcast is to bring food, people, and community together. I hope you'll return for more episodes and explore with me. I want to personally thank Fran Linnell of Design 68 for my amazing Behind the Counter podcast logo, and Travis Lohenberg for my awesome Behind the Counter music, and all the guests that take their time to sit and talk with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please leave a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you hear your podcasts. If you'd like to support the Behind the Counter podcast, please subscribe, share with your friends and family, and you can follow me on Instagram at Heidi Blum. If you have any feedback or stories that you want to share, you can email me at foodczarbtc@gmail.com.